We are live, and we're going to open up a box of Topps Pro Debut. We're offering these up for 79 bucks a box, ripped and shipped. I've always liked these, so if I got to open up a box for myself just to get the ball rolling, I don't have a problem with that. They'll be going up soon enough anyway, because let's face it, it's baseball and everything's in demand this year. So here's the deal. I got 4 boxes here. 4 boxes of Topps Pro Debut. First one to give me an answer picks a winner. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Pick me something good. Again, Topps Pro Debut is a minor league based set. Generally a little different design than the regular Topps brand. I don't know if Adolfo's in here. I would assume Dane Dunning is, though. I don't know. But he's been in past ones, so it's kind of hard to tell. Again, I didn't look too carefully at this year's checklist just yet. Although I am thinking of doing a minor league break with 2019 Pro Debut and 2018 Heritage Minors. So I like to do some minor league stuff every once in a while, even though it's a freaking nightmare to sort it. But there's a lot of collectors out there that like, getting the base card signed in person, doing through the mail. So it's all good. I'll do the extra work for you guys that appreciate that kind of stuff. So here we go. This is where we're at. Topps Pro Debut. We'll open these 8 packs at a time here. And again, there's 2 autos and 2 relics per box. Last year we had a lot of boxes that had a 5th hit, an extra relic. So, and I like what they did last year. I hope they continue to do it. They had these like fragments of the farm or whatever it was called, and a lot of oddball minor league relics a couple years ago, but they didn't have players assigned to them. And I think adding the players of those teams to the card last year made them a little more appealing. So Canadian Football League in preseason. So instead of playing against a real team, they want no. That's an interesting thing. It's an interesting use of player personnel. That could be cool. That could be cool for the CFL. Give them a little exposure in front of, pro scouts or even like the team ownership. Usually, team owners like to go along for the ride when they're making a trip like that. Oh, these are cool. All right. So here we go. First look at Topps Pro Debut. We have Jonathan Ornelas, Braden Bishop. So these are similar in design to the regular Topps. I guess in the past, yeah, I guess they were similar. Evan White, Mariners prospect. This is a cool one here. So Francisco Lindor. Look at how young he looks. This was I guess, reprint of a, looks like a 13 design, but the stats go all the way to 15 before coming up to the majors. So I could be wrong on that. And they got reprint on the back, so that's always good. Akil Baddoo, Kevin Smith, Grayson Janista, Adonis Medina, Matt Manning, Nate Pearson. Here's our first look at an insert. We got Miguel Amaya, Leaps and Bounds. Brendan Rodgers, Sully Matias. Again, not big on average, but 31 home runs in 94 games at Lexington last year. So you project that out to a full minor league season, he could have come close to 50. All right, we got Tristan Pompey here. Again, this is his first card on an actual professional team that he's on, and that's what the whole pro debut thing is about. Tanner Dodson, Sixto Sanchez. So it's a little bit different than first Bowman because they can have a first Bowman card already, but it's not like they're in their major league uniform when they do that. So it's usually like a spring training invite or something like that where they get those pictures from. So now they're in their actual minor league gear, which sometimes looks just like the major league stuff anyway, especially when it's like, the Elizabethton Twins, right? But Trevor Larnach there. Logan Webb, Travis Swaggerty, Brennan Davis, and Casey Mize. How long is he going to be in the minors for? Although he had a couple rough starts, but he bounced back, I think, his last start. And for the most part, it's been pretty solid this young season. Ryan Mountcastle, Spencer Howard, Luis Robert, Osiris Johnson, Mike Ciani. We got Jesus Sanchez, Blake Rutherford, who just got promoted to Double-A, right, Christopher? Christian Santana, Chris Paddock. All right, you're going to get cards of guys who are now already up and challenging for Rookie of the Year. Forrest Whitley. A lot of times these pro debut guys are guys who have a shot at coming up in September too. So you'll get the ones that are marked pro debut that it's really their first pro cards, and then when they go into the deeper prospects, they're really looking at guys who have a shot at coming up this year or are just big name prospects in general. Blaze Alexander, Micah Bello, Jordan Alvarez, Tim Cate, Gabriel Cancel, Carter Kieboom. A little bit of taste of major league action, but despite a few home runs, still needing a little seasoning. Matthew Liberatore. No one let the dog in before they left. I'll take care of that in a minute. We got Christian Pache, Heliot Ramos, Sean Murphy, Jeremy Ironman, Josh Stowers, who shown here, I guess. Everett is the Seattle minor league team. Again, these pictures are going to be from last season. Griffin Canning, who I believe he's been up now, right? Did they send him back down? Keston Hura is going to be a big rookie in Topps Update this year. He's already up. And with 4 hits, I managed to pick the 8 packs that don't have any. So let me let the dog in. Nobody closed the front door, so I'm going to have to do that too. Welcome back. All right. So we still got 2 autos and 2 relics to go on this one. Again, we are offering these up for $79 a box. That is ripped and shipped within the U.S. So if anybody... base cards are cheap. It's the shipping. If I were at a card show and somebody asked me how much for Robert and Rutherford, I'd probably be like, I don't know, 50 cents for the pair, 25 cents, something like that. I guess it would depend on if we were a kid or not. I think I'd give the kid the 25-cent deal. All right, there's our first autograph here. So it is golden. Robert, I think, is going to be a big deal. Ooh, we got a short print, and it's a nice one. There are short prints, and they're flipping them back this year, so that's good. I don't know how shortly printed they are, but... And so we got our first 2 hits in this deck. I think I have a nice Robert dual signature card somewhere. That's pretty nice. If it's Daniel Jones, then you're trying to irritate me now. Drew Waters, John Duplantier, Corey Ray, Ryan Weathers. We got the Missoula Timberjacks night. Missoula Osprey. Yadier Alvarez, Gavin Lux, Esteban Florial, Hans Kraus, Brian Hayes, Will Smith, Tristan McKenzie. A couple of years ago, we pulled a Tristan McKenzie pro debut auto, 1 of 1. So he's been on the checklist the last few years. Bobby Dalbeck, Griffin Canning, Jake Wong, Andrew Neisner, Lucan Baker, Ryder Green, Miguel Amaya, Nick Decker, Andres Jimenez, who is working his way up the prospect list, and Pete Alonso, who's worked his way off the prospect list because now he's a Rookie of the Year contender. Oh, nice. Very cool. Phil Simms is cool. I'm cool with Phil Simms. Adam Hazley, Albert Abreu, Jonathan India, Matt Mercer, Nick Madrigal. And come on, who doesn't want a Mr. Celery card? I just saw a whole bunch of hands go up in my head. But anyway. No, the minor league stuff's cool because you get some of these quirky cards that you... Maybe opening day has some similar stuff, but... Minor league's even quirkier than some of those major league cards that you'll see in opening day. Jesus Luzardo, Carter Kieboom. And if you notice here, it's a little orange in the background. Orange, 23 out of 25. So that's a Kieboom right there. That's right, the real LT. So Carter Kieboom, orange. We'll have to wait until he gets called back up and does well. Batted what, like 174 or something like that this time around. Ryan Costello, Darwinson Hernandez, Mason Martin, Reggie Lawson, Grayson Rodriguez, Tommy Romero, and 21 out of 50, Tim Cate for the Auburn Doubledays. Named after, obviously, that show that used to be on Nickelodeon. So, second rounder for the Nationals in 2018. Through 13 games last season, 2-6 record, 5.02 ERA. So, a little bit of a rough start. But he's a second rounder, and they must have seen something, right? Taylor Widener, Julio Pablo Martinez, Freitas Nova, Anthony Sigler, Dylan Cease, Jordan Adams, Dane Dunning. Oh, this is one of the ones you were looking for, right? He's on the checklist. Don't know if that means he has any ink, but he's on the checklist. And what is this? Code number, yeah, is different. So if you're going to get a short print, make sure it's Fernando Tatis Jr. in a loud uniform. It's actually probably could be better than a hit. I don't remember how hard the short prints are to get. Let me see here. Image variations are 1 in every 125. So I think that's what it is. I think it's you get a couple per case. And Fernando Tatis isn't a bad one to have if you're going to only pull a couple of these things out, right? All right, so score 2 for the non-hit cards. Kyle Lewis, Brock Burke, Adrian Morejon, and Yu Chang. AAA championship banner from Huntington Park. I guess it took some abuse. Maybe they had to put up a new one. I don't know. Why do we have pieces of banners in the cards? I think that's actually important to have around. But so fragments of the farm and Columbus Clippers, and there's Mickey Moniak, who is now in Clearwater after spending a season in Lakewood. Actually, I think he might have moved up too. He was drafted as a high school kid, so it takes a little bit of time sometimes. Had a rough year at Lakewood, batted .236, but last year at .270, still only 5 home runs, but 28 doubles. And I always say with these prospects, as long as you see the doubles increasing, then the power is there. And it's just, it's going to take a little more time to really get it out. So Tim Cate and Yu Chang, the first couple hits. We've gotten some low-numbered cards already. Carter Kieboom. And then that Tatis is the short print. So this one, Yu Chang, Columbus Clippers. And it is a piece of a banner that I guess needed to be replaced. So they cut it up and stuck it in a baseball card. Yeah, he's continuing to do all right for himself. I think he'll be okay. He's not going to flop. At the very least, I can't say he's going to be an all-star or a Hall of Famer or anything like that. At the very least, I think he'll be a serviceable Major League player. How's that sound? Fair enough? So again, we got these Topps Pro Debut cards here. They are $79 a box. We're one team away from putting the anniversary break on standby. And even though we got all these other cool breaks going on, right? That's the one that I really been wanting to push because we need that one to happen before the end of the month to make some other things happen the way they need to. So that is our push. We're going to break that this weekend. Don't miss out on the anniversary break. We do something a little bit special on our anniversary every year. And I don't want you to miss out on it. I think once we get this last team and we're officially on standby, again, usually standby triggers things to move a lot quicker. Bo Bichette, who unfortunately could already be up by now, but he ended up breaking his hand. I felt like he was on the verge of coming up. Little rougher time in New Hampshire. He only batted .286. 11 home runs, 7 triples, 43 doubles. So, you know, it wasn't like his 328 career average or anything like that. 521 career slugging percentage. You know, kind of a disappointment for him last year, right? No, not at all. He's going to rake. Him and Vladdy Guerrero Jr. are going to be a fearsome tandem for the Blue Jays for a long time. So, Cielo Azul night. There we go. Owen Miller, Ryan McKenna. I still think injury and all, we'll see Bo Bichette before the end of the year. If it takes him a little while to recover, once he's cleared to play, we'll probably see him in September. Although I thought we were going to see Vlad in September last year too. But Genesis Cabrera, he seems to have that invisible touch. Jared Kelenic, who was not a Met for very long. 56 whole games. And then they shipped his ass out. Why? How's Robbie Cano looking on the disabled list right now? Making it look like a stupid decision. That's what it's doing. So again, short prints just have that extra cool factor, I guess. Plain boring base card. Wow. Some color on that uniform. We got Mason McReekin. Freaking McReekin. Well, I can't wait till he gets called up. Of course, he's just starting out an A-ball. He's actually a free agent, so. Donadio, Keegan Thompson, Yusniel Diaz. Chad Spanberger, who showed a little potential for the Blue Jays last year. 27 home runs in a full season at 3 different levels. In rookie ball in 17, 19 home runs in 60 games. All right, so you got a middle infielder like Bo Bichette. You got an outfielder like Vladimir Guerrero Jr. You got a first baseman like Chad Spanberger. You got a pitcher like Nate Pearson. And they're all under contract for 7 years. You could be seeing some of the latter come up next year, so maybe they play 6 years together. You gonna bet against the Blue Jays? Austin Riley, Bo Naylor. All right, so Josh Naylor's little brother. Josh looking like he's he get called up, or is he just like on the? He's getting ready for it. Nolan Jones, Cody Clemens, Alex Kirilloff, Nico Horner, Andrew Bechtold, Darian Cruz, Kevin Maitan. Oh, Maitan last year. A little bit of improvement last year over his first year on the farm. 248 average, so that raised his career total up. 8 home runs, 13 doubles. So, again, still early. The guy was signed as a child. I think he's got plenty of time to develop. But right now, there's a lot of down energy on him. So, buy him cheap. I think the only reason it happened, Christopher, is because Bichette got injured. I think Bichette was on standby waiting for that phone call to come up. And then he got hit by a pitch, and that was the end of that. Nolan Gorman, Josh Brio, Bo Burrows, Joe Adell. He could be saying hello in September. I got to check up on his stats, see how he's doing so far. Bruce Dark Ratterall, Jeremiah Jackson, And Esturi Ruiz, I believe he's a Padres prospect. Oh, no, Royals. Royals or Padres? Royals. No. Acquired from Kansas City at the trade deadline. I think he's a Padre. 71 out of 99. I'm pretty sure he's a Padre. He was originally drafted by the Royals, but I think he got dealt. Anyone know Fort Wayne Tin Caps? Sounds Padre-ish. So, Lakeland Flying Tigers. Alex Faedo. Ronnie Mauricio, another one that's garnering some attention down on the farm. Michael Chavis already up and has 10 home runs in less than 120 at-bats. Playing second, third. Hunter Green, unfortunately, going to be out for the year due to injury. Had a rough year last year. But again, while he had a 4.48 ERA and a 3-7 record in 18 starts, he struck out 89 in 68 innings and had a whip of 1.3. A lot of times these kids come in wild and they get a little more accurate as they go along, or at least that's the hopes. And Hunter Green also has the advantage of being able to play out in the field too. Fort Wayne is Padres. All right, that's what I thought. So that's why these are a pain in the butt to sort, by the way. Jordan Groshans, Williamsport Crosscutters, Law Enforcement Appreciation Night. And it's Memorial Day weekend, so we got to thank all those who serve. Right? Appreciate all our military as well. Jeter Downs, D.L. Hall, Mitch Keller, Will Stewart, Kybert Ruiz, Griffin Roberts, Ryan Jeffers. And we got here believe he is a Mariners prospect, Taylor Widener. I think he was in one of the deals the Yankees and the Mariners had, if I'm not mistaken, right? So, Jackson Generals. He was drafted in 2016 in the 12th round. Yeah, he was acquired in a trade last year. I don't remember which trade it was, though. But, you know, win-loss record doesn't really mean much in the minor leagues. But a whip of 1.03, an ERA of 2.75, 176 strikeouts and 137 innings. Those are the numbers that you're looking at. You're not generally looking at win-loss record because, you know, it's nice to win games and everything like that. But the primary concern a lot of times is getting these kids ready for the show. All right. And we have another Columbus Clippers relic. There's Eloy Jimenez. And this is Oscar Mercado. Again, a piece of that championship banner. Yeah, Mac Williamson sucked. Sorry, Mac. So Mike Yastrzemski got called up. That's interesting. He's one of those like quadruple A types, I think. All right, so that is a box of Pro Debut. So let's take a look at the hits. We got Yu Chang and Oscar Mercado. Carter Kaiboom out of 25. Short print of Fernando Tatis. And autographs of Taylor Widener and Tim Kate, numbered to 50. So we didn't get a Vladimir Guerrero. So maybe there's one waiting for you, though, right? Yes, I remember that the Orioles drafted him. I don't know what else happened in between, but he's kind of like a journeyman minor leaguer. Yeah, he's still getting called up before the age of 30, so he's not like one of those guys that you're just gonna expect to see like play one game and then get sent back down necessarily. I mean, he's replacing somebody who's been uh, ineffective. They haven't been using much anyway, so. So we're one team away from being on standby for this big 225 hit mixer. It is our 5th year anniversary, past, present, and future extravaganza. And we're offering a special deal right now. All right? It's limited time offer. Originally, there was no discounts. I did this bare bottom. All right. Margins on this one. I mean, I gotta get something out of it, but not much. Well, now what I've done is I have pretty much anything that I would be making off whatever teams sell as long as we're doing this deal. Yeah, it's coming off. Rather break the whole thing and lose a little part. I want to get that football break going because that's going to be a monstrous occasion. That's going to be a huge party. So let's do this. 2 teams or more gets you 15% off. All right, big list of boxes. If you need more info, let me know. I'll get you the links. Braves are $475, Orioles $225, White Sox $250, Nationals $200, Rockies $125, Marlins $155, Mets $275, Padres $125, Cardinals $295, Rays $125, Rangers are $95, Blue Jays $200. So that is one team from standby. And I want to push this one to the moon here if we can get it done. All right, Legacy Football. Again, started out quick, 8 teams right away. And then we need to get to 25. So if you're looking for football, that's the one to get in on right now. We got Game of Thrones. All right. Valerian steel boxes are going for as much as $400. There's a Valerian steel, a season 6 and a season 7 box in this break. If somebody bought, now 2 of the spots are already claimed, so if somebody bought the remaining 11 spots, it'd be $396. We're doing these well under market value, ripped and shipped. So let's see if we can get that one going today. Walking Dead. We did real well with those autograph collections. I want to see us hit another big one. All right, a monstrous Negan out of 5. Came out of the last break we did. That's not bad. So let's see if we can't get that going. We got a little tiny racing break, $17 a spot. Come on, Indy 500. I know they don't have Indy cards and the racing cards, but it's same difference. No. Racing fans would totally disagree with that. I know that. Why don't they have Don't they have other racing sports in there too? Formula One, rally cars. Mix it up a little more. We have Prism Baseball. All right. Trying to think what else we have off the top of my head. I don't know. I don't know if we have anything else. Oh, WWE. How can I forget that? 3-box mixer of WWE as well. So that's where we stand right now. Anyone looking to get the wheels going in motion, put us on standby for the baseball anniversary break. I will be available. Hit me up on Messenger. And let's do this 225 hits. The biggest hit count in a Marc-Down entertainment break to date. So now on our 10-year anniversary, we'll have to do like a 300 hit mixer. Or maybe 500. I don't know. It'll be tough to top that. It's a lot of hits. 225. All right. So that's all I got for now. Opened up a little Topps Pro debut. And looking to rip you a new one whenever that time comes about. See y'all later.